A very good evening to you. Thank you for joining us. Welcome to Sports Tonight. This is the midweek edition of the show. Promises to be exciting, promises to be fun-filled, and that's because we have a lot to share with you on the program tonight. My name is Tony Bitoye. Starting off the show by saying a very big thank you to you for joining us, and also promising that if you stay with us for the next 15 minutes, you would have been updated and entertained and informed about all that is going on around you in the world of sports and, of course, across the globe as well. So please just stay around and enjoy all that we've put into Sports Tonight this midweek. Let me quickly also introduce to you the guys you always see with me on Wednesdays. And let me start from my immediate right, the content analyst of Complete Communications, Tunde Koiki, is on the show tonight. Tunde, good to have you on the show.
Thank you very much, Tony.
And of course, the news editor of Sporting Life newspaper, one of Nigeria's sports dailies, which is also on the show this midweek. Good to have you as well.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
It's been a dramatic day, really, for those who follow domestic football. Federation Cup, three former winners crashed out.
Heartland Dolphins.
Heartland Dolphins, Plateau United. Three former winners crashed out today. But the interesting story is about a certain non-league club called BJ Foundation. That's the story of this year's Federation Cup, and it's been a wonderful tournament so far. But for Heartland, it all ended today in a very surprising manner. All right. We will also, of course, during the show, be taking you to Abuja and, of course, give credit to the channel's correspondent in Abuja, the sports correspondent, so to say, Lucky Sawade, who was on ground for us today, and he covered Ifeanyi Uba against Taraba United, 6-goal thriller in the Federation Cup round of 16. You'll get the highlights of that as well on the program tonight. And let me also tell you what we have on the show for you tonight. Our good friends, they are always here every year when there is this program that COD United, City of David United, come up with every year. Our friends from Bolton Wanderers, youth coaches, are here tonight for that partnership between COD and Bolton Wanderers that helps Bolton come around to train young boys in Nigeria. It's the 5th year of that program, but we're finding out from our guests, two of them will be coming in tonight to talk to us about what they've seen in Nigeria, and we'll pick it up as well from there. And then to wrap up the show tonight, I have my very good friend, a little junior colleague, junior friend of mine, Olamide Olabisi. He also comes in every year when it's time to talk about his pet project. And I'm sure you remember, he does something every year, a football competition among orphanages. All right, that's an interesting one. And what's going to be happening this year, you'll be telling us about it as well on Sports Tonight. So you are in for a swell time if you stay with us, and I can assure you it's going to be fun all the way. Guys, a lot of grounds to cover really today, so we don't have too much time to waste. But let us start from Cameroon. Austin Okonakpan. Okay, sorry. I've been told by my producer that you have to tell people how they can be a part of the show, and that's what you see on your screen. Please get ready to be a part of the show tonight. Take advantage of what you're seeing right there for feedback on the program tonight. So we'll be expecting you to talk to us on Facebook, on Twitter, and respond to issues as we talk about them on the program tonight. So please, Facebook, Twitter, active, very interactive tonight. You can view us on www.channelstv.com, on youtube.com/channelsweb. All right, and you can also watch us on your iPad, your iPhone, your BlackBerry by clicking on m.channelstv.com. All right, it gets better if you can download the Channels app for Android, for iOS, for Windows from their respective stores, and you will be able to track us real time on Sports Tonight. Don't forget, as you do all of this, and as you send your comments to us on Facebook, on Twitter, just include for us where you are sending your comments from. All right, so we can even appreciate you a lot more. Okay, So, as I was saying, we're starting off tonight from Cameroon. Our man, Austin Okonapan, is in Cameroon. And just a few minutes ago, he sent us some updates from Cameroon. Good news for Nigeria. Aaron Okodri today qualified, just this evening, a few minutes ago, qualified for the semi-finals of the ITTF African Champions Cup going on in Cameroon. He beat his Egyptian opponent 4-2 to qualify for the semi-finals. Also good news earlier on today, Funke Oshinaike, the ageless beauty of Nigerian table tennis, also qualified for the semi-finals. Guys, that's a good one.
Yeah, Tony, I think especially for Haruna Quadri, you know, he was very much on top. Won the star of the
ITTF male star point and star player.
Then, you know, all of a sudden, maybe due to decline in form or lack of preparation and support, he started experiencing a decline.
Now he's
coming up. And
he's ranked 60th in the world right now. He's slipped to number 60 in the world.
So I think this tournament is going to do Haruna Quadri a lot of good, especially going into the All-African Games. You know, we want all our athletes, you know, to be on top of their game, high on confidence. And this news, I think, is good for Nigerian table tennis. Haruna Quadri is one of our brightest prospects, including Funke Oshinaike. And if they are doing well, that could also inspire, you know, some of the younger players that we have in the squad. So for me, I think it's good news from Cameroon.
All right.
Yeah, and Funke Oshinaike is also doing well. Apparently, she was given a bye into the semi-final after defeating. I think her opponent who from Congo Brazzaville withdrew, so she was given a bye into the semi-final at the tournament. She's done well so far. She's also hoping that she can get to the finals and also continue to do her prospects of doing a good showing at the All-Africa Games later on in the year. Very, you know, plenty of good, also to improve our own ranking as well. But we are confident, you know, quietly confident that Funke Oshinaike, a lot of people say, is a competition player. She always brings her A game when it gets to the crunch stage of a competition. And, you know, in the semi-finals, with the luck of a draw and her being on good form, who says she might not make it to the final as well. So we have plenty of hope in this competition with Haruna Quadri doing well, Funke Oshinaike also getting to the latter stages.
Yeah, and look at the pictures of Funke in action.
Yeah.
She's through to the semi-finals. But let's listen to Funke now, and I think also listen to an official of the table tennis body speak to us about this tournament, and then we'll come back and continue with the rest of the show.
It is very, very important for us here because this is going to give us the opportunity to know the levels of all players that are here that are going to be competing in the All-African Games. So it's an opportunity for us to know what we're lacking, when we get to Nigeria, what we're going to be training. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm really very, very happy that me, Laide, Kadri, and Makonjiola, we are here to actually see what is actually going on with the other African players. The most important competition, which is All-African Games. So this one is going to be like an eye-opener for all of us, so that when we get back to Nigeria, we can train more, so that then when we get to the real proper game, then we'll know what to do about all the other players.
African table tennis is going higher more and more, and this is shown on the ITTF competition and the website. Africa has now, let's say that we have top players can compete against the others from Europe and from Asia, and everybody from the other continents are respecting our players. And I believe also all the associations in Africa now are in the last preparations for the African Games, which will be very close to us, 1 month and some days in Brazzaville. And the importance for these games is due to being the first step of qualification to Rio 2016. I see that now Africa has 51 affiliated associations in the ITTF and ITTF, which is a very big number of participating associations. We need to help much more of them to come in and play the African events.
All right, that's an interesting one from the president of the African Table Tennis Federation, Khalid El Salhi. All right, so that's an interesting one, talking about how African players have improved in the game. Let's leave table tennis for a while and come on to something else, also about the Afro basketball now. Let's talk basketball now. Remember, the NBBF have an American coach, and he's gone about his business, and the D Tigers are leaving for a preparatory camp before they hit Tunisia, I think, for the Afro basketball championship. A number of new faces have been called up, but this man has been given a task of doing well, and then you can lead the team to the Olympic Games.
Yeah, Tony, the top on the list are NBA stars El Farouk Aminu and Ekpe Udo, who will be making his first appearance for Nigeria, while the likes of Al Farouk's older brother Lade, Ike Diogo, Benjamin Uzo, Stanley Nokoye, and veteran Olumide.
Most of those guys were at the Olympics.
Yes, they were at the Olympics, you know. So Tony, we have not won this championship. That
in a long time.
You know, we've never won the Afro basketball championship. And, and I think it's quite.
I was getting this impression that we've been.
No, we've not won it.
We've got to the finals before.
Yeah, that was
either Senegal or Angola. You know.
But I mean,
okay, maybe we've won the junior before.
When there's Mali, there's Angola, there's Senegal in Africa. They've always dominated as well. Yes, you are right. We won the junior category before, under 16. I remember in the past. But at this level of basketball, this is like the Nations Cup of African basketball. We have never ever won it before.
Imagine.
Which a lot of people find unbelievable. The tremendous amount of talent that we have, not only in Nigeria here, but also in the diaspora, especially in the NBA, in the NCAA circuit as well, continues to astound a lot of people. Why Nigeria hasn't really dominated or given as good a showing as they are capable of showing. And we continue to lose a lot of these players to the American system as well.
That's the guy in action?
Exactly. Victor Oladipo, who plays for the Orlando Magic, we believe has been called up by the United States basketball team as well. A lot of our players continue to, take up American nationality. But that doesn't change the fact that there is tremendous amount of talent, both within the borders of Nigeria and beyond as well, like I said, North America. So this coach is tasked with finding a perfect blend of both the players in Nigeria and in North America. He has played in the, he has coached extensively in the NBA Development League. He knows quite a lot of these players who play, Nigerian-born players who play in the NCAA as well as the Development League.